Hey, ladies and gentlemen, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America, and Tucker Carlson just said something that I think has shaken everybody who's watched it. Before we get started, please make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. Those little things really help us out, and they help our channel continue to grow. You know, every election, guys, we hear the same hyperbole, right? This is the most consequential election of our lifetime. Everything in America hinges on this election. This is the most important election in American history. We've heard it a million times. We hear it every 4 years, and people are numb to it by now. They don't believe it, and I don't blame them. But this time, with everything that's happening in the world, with everything that's happening with our economy, with everything that's happening in the White House, this time feels different. And Tucker Carlson explained that, I think, better than anybody can. Let's take a look.
I'm right, but I'm only saying that to highlight what everyone in this room already knows, which is that it's really a volatile moment. I flew out here across the country this morning and spent 5 hours texting people, mostly people I know, but also the entire mentally ill community in America has my text, so a lot of crazies too, but also a lot of people I really like and who are smart and temperate and reasonable people who've been around, who are my age. I'm 54, kind of seen stuff and have measured opinions on things. And I got to tell you, every single person I texted with the exception of my wife, who's not on the internet at all, was angry and paranoid. Seriously. And these are not crazy people. These are normal, good people with like kids and stuff, with a vested interest in Americans' success. These are not the burn it down caucus. These are the people you want voting. And they were all angry and paranoid. Every single one of them. Some of them really angry and some of them really paranoid. And I have to say, after assessing their views for 5 hours, I think they were justified in both. I think they had every reason to be angry and all the evidence required to become paranoid. And so I'm not mocking them at all. I'm just telling you, once again, what you already know, which is this is going to be, the next year is going to be, I think I'd bet my house on it, really like nothing we've ever seen in the country. And everyone can kind of feel that. Most of our perceptions come through intuition rather than reason. And if you have dogs, you know this because they can't understand literally a word you say because they don't speak English, hardly any of them. But if you're close to your dog, the dog knows exactly what's going on, knows when it's time to go out, knows when you're going on a trip. Why is that? Because they don't hear anything, they just watch. And they feel. And people are very much the same. And if something bad is about to happen, everybody gets jumpy. And everybody's really jumpy right now. So I'm not here to, make your anger and paranoia worse, just the opposite. I'm here merely to suggest a couple of things that I think you could do about it and that might be useful rather than pointless. Like spending a ton of time on social media screaming at people. Well, obviously I do that for a living. And I would never discourage anyone from doing it. Probably aren't going to solve your problem. So the first thing I think that's really important as you stare down the next 12 months is to accept the fact that all your senses are telling you the truth.
People absolutely have a right to feel paranoid right now. For most people, it is hard to make ends meet. For most people, they are suffering financially. And, people around the world are suffering in wars that I think could be ended a lot quicker if somebody more competent was in the White House. Joe Biden's presidency has been a disaster from start to finish, top to bottom, and doesn't appear to be getting any better with age. So I think Tucker nailed it completely here, and as much as the audience didn't want to hear it, and as much as maybe you don't want to hear it, and other people don't want to hear it, it's something that everybody needs to hear. This probably is the most important election in American history, and not for the reasons Democrats tell you. Democracy is not at stake. But America is, and the free world is. Folks, I want to get your opinions on this, so please let me know in the comments. Also, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. It really helps us out. I'm Carmine Sabia. This is Explain America. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.